Good morning and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Kathy Day, and thanks to my application of the teachings of the center, I get to celebrate a happy Kathy Day every day. I will be leading this morning's meditation for you, and meditation is one of the tools that we use to connect with the infinite, to remember our always eternal connection with the infinite, and open to a greater idea of what and who we are and what is possible for us. So right here and right now, take a deep breath in and release, knowing that as you are breathing in and out, you are breathing in the love in the form of the oxygen that is all around us. And when you are exhaling, you are releasing the carbon dioxide that our bodies do not require. And likewise, the trees are breathing in the carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen for us. What a perfect symbiosis we have. Take another deep breath in, breathing in love. And in your exhale, breathe out any resistance to love. As you are breathing during the meditation, release any old idea of what and who you are. And knowing that you, as an expression of the infinite oneness, are so much more than your body, so much more than any problem you could ever experience. You are greater, and that there is a power available to us always that is greater than we are, and we can use it. We use this by letting go of the small us and embracing the greater us. Knowing that every atom, part, and particle of our bodies, of our worlds, is this same one life in expression. And it is expressing through us, calling us forth into being exactly who we are. Any attempt to compare ourselves with anyone else will always be lacking. For we are unique individuals, perfect, whole, and complete in the mind of the infinite. And the mind of the infinite is the mind that we use to create our world. Breathe in love. Breathe out any resistance to love. Imagine there is a great big giant ball of peace above you. And it's melting down into your body, kind of relaxing your head and your neck, your face, your jaw. Relaxing your shoulders, melting down and running through each of your arms, through every joint, through every bone and sinew, through every muscle, all the way down to your very fingertips. Let this peace melt down into your back and your belly, down into your hips, your thighs, your knees and calves. Relax your ankles, your feet, and let that relaxation flow to each and every toe. We are blessed as we recognize our oneness with all life, our oneness created from the one Spirit in all the diverse forms of humans and all the diverse forms of animals and all the different forms of plant life and sea life. All is created from the one life. We, being called into being, get to use this miraculous field of intelligence to carve and mold our experience of life and of living. And as we open to greater goodness, evidence of goodness appears. As we open to greater expressions of health, greater expressions of health appear. As we open to a greater creativity, new, fresh ideas come into our minds for us to express into existence. We are supported as surely as the chair beneath us is supporting us right now. For it too is made of the one life, the one power. It has the qualities of peace, love, light, life, wisdom, beauty, power, and joy. We have the opportunity to choose a greater expression of all those qualities. How different would our life be if we opened to it all? Greater love, greater life, vitality, health, well-being, greater light, wisdom, clarity, seeing, greater power, knowing that we are an expression of the power of God, and our actions in our world are expressions of that same power, that same love. We look out into our world for the lessons, for each part and particle of nature not only supports us, but teaches us about letting go. A tree does not let go of its leaves begrudgingly or fearfully. it lets them go, knowing that it's part of its eternal cycle of being and becoming, of growing and expanding. Breathe in love and breathe out anything you're ready to let go of. Open to expressing your unique beauty, incomparable to anyone else. There is a divine intelligence and perfection in you. Allow it to do what it does. To help your body move through this world. Your body is your vehicle. But your body can't contain all that you are. For you are so much more. In the nighttime sky, as we look up at the stars, knowing that they are suns of different solar systems that exist throughout the universe, and even with all we see, there is so much more. That is the nature of infinity, and infinity is our nature. For though our bodies may experience birth and death, our spirit remains eternal. We give thanks for the shade of the trees, the growing of the grass that reminds us how abundant nature is, and we are nature too. Know that we are powerful. That as soon as we change our mind about something, we see things differently. Our perspective shifts. The ability to see the good that surrounds us is increased. And our ability to recognize and love the good in others comes through us as compassion and caring, of appreciation of all the things that have to happen in order for us to buy a tank of gas or to buy a loaf of bread. All the people that are working to make things safe, easier, more efficient. You may not see these as gifts of love, but they are. The road signs that tell you where you are and where you are going. The reflective dots in the middle of the road that help you remain in your lane on rainy nights. All are gifts of love. So we open to see more evidence of love, more evidence of joy, more evidence of peace in our world, in our lives, in our neighborhoods, in our hearts. Take another deep breath in And release. And I thank you very much for being here. Namaste.
Thanks, Matt and Mo. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Alice.
My name is Brian.
And we're part of your Joy Notes. So we're going to kick off this ceremony here with a couple of songs. So all rise and join us in our opening songs.
Woke up
this morning with my mind
stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Living and learning with my mind stayed on spirit. Living and learning with my mind stayed on spirit. Living and learning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah,
hallelujah. Yes. Okay, well, go ahead and turn to your neighbor and kind of reach out and greet one another.
Hello again.
Yay. Where's that wife of yours?
She's going out somewhere today for lunch
Oh, good for her.
with our friend Angie.
Okay. Meander back to your seats.
God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well. In me behold the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
Thank you very much, Joy Notes. Beautiful song. And since the theme for this whole month is peace, what a beautiful song to begin with. And we know that peace does not mean that there's nothing wrong. It just means that we have comfort inside of us in the midst of chaos. And we'll read all about that later. My name is Kathy Geeson. I'm presider of the day. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. I saw some new faces as I was coming in today, and so welcome to all of you, and welcome to everybody at home whose faces I cannot see, so I don't know new or familiar people, but anyway, welcome to everybody. At the center, we know that spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives, and so we use the principles of science of mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and enrich lives. Had an interesting experience this week because Thursday at Soup for the Soul, I invited a friend who had never come before. She's done other spiritual studies, and she turned to me and she said, "I don't know anything about what science of mind, what are the principles?" And I thought, oh, I can't just like this name them off. I started looking in the office and around in the social hall, and I didn't find anything printed. So I looked it up online, and I know I have done this in classes before, but I'm not going to read all of them because it's a little bit longer than what I can read. But love, creation, I mean, I know oneness, and we talk about that all the time, but there are other spiritual principles that we use to enrich our lives as well. Each week we talk about one of our Declaration of Principles, and the one that I'm going to read this week is called Spiritual Healing. We believe in the demonstration of healing through the power of this mind. We believe in the demonstration of healing through the power of this mind. With our thoughts, we make this world. Our practitioner of the day is Kathy Day. And before she comes up to lead us in an opening treatment, I'd like us all to stand and sing together, "We Are One."
We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one.
I want you to take this moment to just take a deep breath in and release, knowing that we are cooperating with the circulation of all life through each breath we take. Please relax, close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and know that right here and right now is all there is. This present moment. And in this present moment, I am remembering and acknowledging that there is only one life, one power, one presence, expressing through all creation, expressing through me, expressing through you. It is the life and substance and form of all creation. It is my life, my substance, and my form. I am open and receptive to its guidance, to its wisdom, to its inspiration and upliftment. And I know as I am open to it, it is there. I give thanks for this place, for this time, for the beauty and inspiration of the music, for all that work to make this event happen, for the technology that allows people to come in and attend this service remotely, or even later this week. It's all good. It's all good. It's all the infinite in expression. So I know that this is going to be a wonderful, compelling, and informing service. to uplift and inspire, to bring joy and peace. And knowing this, I can release this treatment gratefully and gladly to the law of mind that takes this idea and knows what to do and how to do it to make this so right here and right now. And so it is.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Before we continue, I forgot to start out by mentioning that we are meeting on the unceded territory of the Kalapuya Indians, Kalapuya Native people. And unceded just means that they did not give it up willingly, that when the settlers came, we took it. And I just want to take a moment in your heart and mind to just honor the people who lived on this land for so many years, and that we are here now with this building, and as Kathy said, that every single thing is sacred, and so we honor this building and this land as sacred, that the Kalapuya is ceded to us. We do an affirmation each month, each week, each month, and this is the September affirmation, and I will read it through once, and then if you would read it through with me if you choose, I would appreciate that. Peace is the source and substance of all that is. In the quiet, there is peace. In the chaos, there is peace. I live and move and have my being in peace. I am the peace I see in the world. Together? Peace is the source of peace and is. In the quiet, there is peace. In the chaos, there is peace. I live and move and have my being in peace. I am the peace I see in the world. Practitioner of the day, as we already met, is Kathy Day. And Reverend Linda is at home recovering from a surgical procedure. So our talk today is by Reverend Trish Mackey. Always pleasant. It's so nice that we have people who are capable and willing to do speaking when Reverend Linda cannot be here. So thank you, Reverend Trish. And her talk today is entitled Waking to Oneness. A new kind of wake to oneness, woke to oneness. Our music today is by our house band, Matt and Mo. Thank you so much.
Right. So we have an oldie but a goodie. Isn't that old? Back in the day, they were so optimistic, and that's why I love this song. This is all happiness and joy. And I'm guessing it sprang out of the Great Depression because a lot of very optimistic and happy tunes came from that, how that works. And if you like it, you're in luck because we are going to sing it all together at the closing of the service. So pay attention. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to that sunny side of the street. Can't you hear a pitter pat and that happy tune? Well, that's your step. Life can be so sweet on that sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with these blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over, and if I never had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on that sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with these blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over, and if I never had a cent, well, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on that sunny side of the street. On that sunny side of the street. On that sunny side of the street. Feeling happy now?
Yeah, we're going to take a sharp turn and go into a meditative song.
All right.
Yeah, I know, especially after that.
But we will. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to.
As I open myself up to an opening, a greater knowledge about that which I am, a spiritual being having a human life experience for this experience on this planet Earth, I know that as I allow things to come into my beingness, into my experience of life, that life shows up in exactly the most amazing, inspiring way. I now change my affirmation, knowing that I have opened. For as I look around my life, I see all of the wonderful, wonderful people that have moved into it. I see all of the experiences that I've never had before suddenly show up that lift me up and excite me and show that there's still so much to life I have to learn that is given to me on a silver platter. And as I choose from that platter, I know that whatever I choose is for my highest good and rises me up and raises me up and helps me recognize that I am in oneness with the universe that created me, that power and that presence. I am so blessed, so very blessed, and I am so grateful for knowing the truth of my being. And so it is. Good morning, everyone. Hi. I love standing up here and seeing you all, it just, and I'm always excited to see what the universe has for me to say, because it's hardly ever anything I've ever written. And I finally decided that what I write is for me to get clear about what I think, so that I can say, here, let me share with you what my feelings are, what my opinion is, but it doesn't mean it's yours. It just means it's something to consider, and you may agree with it, and you may think, oh, I never thought of that. It doesn't matter. Your answers are the only answers that you should listen to, and those answers are within you. I don't have them for you. Last week we were told that the theme for this month was about taking pieces and turning it into peace. And we sang, and everything we did today as far as songs and the affirmation and the declaration of principles, they all said the same thing about peace. About when you're in chaos, you're in peace. I am peace. I am always what I say I am going to be at any given time. And so if I see a reflection back of me of something that doesn't seem to be the thing that I really, really want to experience, or perhaps have thought that I've already experienced, been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the picture, and here it is again, it's like, are you kidding me? That's my favorite saying, are you kidding me? I thought I had already taken care of that. I thought I already figured it out. I thought, okay, put that in the finish pile. The outgoing outbox, it moved it from the inbox to the outbox. And then the same thing shows up. It's like, really? Really? Again, I say, are you kidding me? Because I just think that the universe is such a jokester. That just when you think you know, something happens. And it makes you giggle, it makes you think differently, it makes you wonder, what are you here for? You begin to question, and then other times you think, I don't have to question, I know all the answers. Well, I can tell you that I'm still wondering what I'm going to be when I grow up. And and my kids keep saying the same thing. Mom, are you ever going to stop? Are you ever going to retire? I don't know what that word means. I just know that now that I'm, quote, not retired, repurposed, rewired, that I have found out more about new things. I've exposed myself to new people, and I've just increased the friends that I have that I would have never met if I hadn't stepped out and been willing to say, what's around the corner? Don't ever let a sign that says dead end on a street stop you from going down that street. That dead end only says this is how far you can go safely. And you will have learned everything you needed to go on that road by the time you turned around and came back out again. That's where the adventure is. Okay, so now I'll go back to the talk. Darn it, universe, could you not tell me this when I'm writing it? You gotta wait. Okay, so this topic title, as you heard earlier, was Waking Up to Oneness. But every single thing everything has led to that. Everything has been said about it. And it says here on the papers they send us as suggestions. Yeah. It's a suggested science of mind point of view. That's why I said suggestions. We believe in the individuality and individualization of the spirit in us, and that all people are individualizations of the one spirit. That was by Ernest Holmes in the Declaration of Principles. Okay, so what does that mean? What is he really saying to us? He's saying that each one of us is here with special gifts and special talents, and with guaranteed support of creating and doing the things that you are moved to do. Remember the first time I heard the saying that said, the universe will never do anything for you. It will never push you, but it will always, always, always support you once you took the first step. And of course, my thing was, well, what if you take the wrong step? It said, it'll still support you in recognizing that that is probably not the way you want to go. And it will block you, and it will move you in a different direction. When we talk about the universe and we talk about the power and the presence that exist, what we know is that it's always there for our highest good. We're never tested and see if we pass or fail. That isn't it. That isn't it. Why do we make life so difficult when it's been given to us as a gift with everything that we could possibly imagine that we could have in it? If you are missing something in your life that you have always wanted and still haven't shown up in your life, know that it isn't the universe's fault. But it's your belief about whether or not you should have it, whether or not you're worthy, whether or not you have done it the right way, you've held your mouth the right way, you're the right age, you're the right weight, Universe doesn't say that to us. That's us. That's our human side that gets affected by the people that we're around, that's society, about the things that we read, the books that we read, what we hear on television, and what people say to us. I'm sure that every one of us has a friend in there that no matter what you might offer them to say, would you consider this, or have you ever tried this, and offer to even be there with them to hold their hand so that they're not venturing out alone and feeling like they have someone there, even though we are never alone, because the universe is always within us. We never have to look for the outside to get what we need. We need to go inside to find out what it is that we already are, and to be reminded of that value of our presence. No one has ever been created exactly like you. And so if there's no competition, there's no imitation, then aren't you kind of an original? Aren't you kind of an amazing creation? Priceless? Priceless. Can't even put a money value on you. Can't put a value on you except that which you decide you claim for yourself. Sound good? Yeah, I see a lot of people nodding their heads, and I bet those of you at home that are watching this, whether it's live or at another time, are going, yeah. I'm the one that's stopping what shows up in my life, and what shows up in my life is an exact reflection of what's going on inside of me. Inside of me, not what I'm saying outside my mouth. Those are words. Those are just words. Until I have an emotion and a belief that those words will create, and they always do, but not in the way that we're focusing them. We're so powerful. We're so powerful. It scares us. It scares us. You know why? Because we don't know what to do with that kind of power. And so we act shy. We stay playing small, as Marianne Williamson said. We play small in order to make the people around us not feel bad. And I paraphrase that for you. But we do that all the time. We step aside and stop being our authentic selves in order for other people to like us, to accept us, to fit in. And we don't always get the strength and the, I'm going to say audacity, to say no. Yeah, no. I'm not doing it. I don't want it. I don't care if everyone else is doing it. It doesn't feel right for me. Whenever you're in life and there's something that comes up like that, you know, even if your head's saying, well, everybody else is doing it, and, there's been a lot on TV, and, I've been talking about it for a while, so, maybe I need to learn more about it. Maybe I need to go in that direction. Maybe I need to get on the bandwagon. Well, you know what? I would want to know who's leading the band before I got on the bandwagon. I'm not willing to do that anymore because I was that person. I really was. And I know how many times I've said yes to things and walked away and said, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I didn't just say, that doesn't work for me. I don't have to make an excuse. I don't have to, and we feel like we have to go, well, it doesn't work for me because of, stop at that. Don't go to the because. And if they ask you in a different way, you say the same thing. That doesn't work for me. Don't have to explain. You are who you are, and until you are willing to stand up and be you, then things are going to come up. People are going to say things to you, and they're going to ruin your whole day because you're going to let them. You're going to think that their opinion of you is more important than the opinion of yourself. And again, I say what I've always said, that I never talk about anything I haven't experienced in my own life. I was that person. I know what it feels like, and I know what it felt like, and I'm not going back there. I show up. You like me, you don't like me. Oh, well. Oh, well. There'll be somebody else who does. But as long as I like me, is there anyone more important? If I don't like me, how can I have you like me? If I don't show up as who I am totally, then how will you ever know what I'm saying is the truth or something I've made up because I think it's what you want to hear? Namaste. We've heard that word so many times over the years and in many, many ways, and there's many explanations of how to explain what that word means. But the one we're using is the divine in me recognizes and honors the divine in you. The divine in me honors and recognizes the divine in you. Say that to yourself and see how you feel. The divine in me recognizes and honors the divine in you. We are all one. We are all created in the same way. And that's what oneness means, is that our very root foundation is that we are created out of the same essence of the power and the presence. And we carry it with us wherever we go. When we view the world, though, and we see things that are different, maybe the way in which we do things is different from somebody else doing it. Maybe it's the way in which they look. Maybe it's the food that they eat that we go, no, I would never eat that. But they probably wouldn't eat what we eat either. When we pick at the little things like that, we're creating separation. Oh, these people are this way. Oh, and these people are this way. And of course, these people are this way. And I don't really want to know them. Then I am creating a separation. I'm creating a you and a me. I'm creating them and us. It can be scary. It can be scary about who to trust and who not to trust. And again, I would remind you that whenever you're in a situation like that, just no matter what your head is telling you about all the differences you're seeing, check in and say, how does this feel to me? Am I fearful of this person, or can I smile at that person? Can I just acknowledge and say something nice? Fear. We're so fearful, and a lot of times we're made to feel fearful from all the news and everything that we hear. Fear takes us down the road of what if. What if they don't smile at me if I smile? What if they don't talk to me when I say hello? What if? And when we go that what if, then we create a story to support it. Well, they're from another country, so they probably don't understand what we're doing, or they have a different idea of who they are than I think that they look like to me. All of that is fear, and fear actually means false evidence appearing real. Fear, false evidence appearing real. We create it. We are the ones that come up with these stories, and then we say, oh, well, see, now I know. I have this story, and it must be true. But when we have faith that what we are looking at and who we are looking at is really just another example of the universe in its creation, then that takes us down a different road. That takes us down the road called even if they are different, even if they are eating foods that I don't eat. And again, we go in and we support what we think. And we remember that everything is neutral until we speak our words about it, till we have our thought about it, until our actions create the experiences in our life. Everyone is a mirror to us. When people are nice to us, it's because we're nice. But first of all, we have to be nice to ourselves, because everything starts at home. It starts within us. You know, being nice is a whole lot easier than being grumpy. And the wrinkles from a smile are a whole lot nicer than the ones from the frown. And being open and showing up, going, everything's fine, no matter how it turns out, no matter who shows up, no matter what anybody says. It's their opinion. Let them have their opinion. It doesn't matter. But we end up attaching our worth to their words. There is a space called, just a short space in between something happening to us and then our response. And I've always heard that in that silent space, that millimeter of a second, what happens is God speaks. Something irritates us, space where God speaks and we respond or we react. But we don't always take that space. And the easiest way to take it is to take a breath. So when something happens to you, if you just take a breath, that's the space. You'll have the response, and you'll be able to come from a place of what the truth is about who you are and how you feel. But you won't have any emotion against it or for it. You stay neutral. Nothing is either good or bad until you say it, no matter what happens. No matter having a car wreck. Wow, that sounds like a bad thing. Not necessarily. What came out of it? What was the gift in it? What did you get that you had been saying you wanted that now is available to you because of that? What is it? You see, we are the only ones who know our own answers. I can't tell you that. No one can ever tell you that. You can try other things. You can try things that I mentioned, that I've said, that it's like, well, have you ever? What do you think about? What do you think about changing the way you look at people and seeing them only as another child of God? and that we are all created from that God, from that power and presence. So that means we're all related. We're all one because of our source, our basic source, a basic creation. Viktor Frankl was the one who said that, and wrote a wonderful book, and came from in a Holocaust and was in a camp for a long time. And he said, between the stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space lies our freedom and power to choose our responses. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. I'm sure every one of us has a story about a family member who, a situation where family members disagree on something and then they don't talk, and other things that go on, they don't agree with us. I have relatives who, I have a son-in-law who, one Christmas, and I know he'll hear this. Sorry, Dolph. One Christmas, he put up large decorations on the outside of the house. There was that big angel, and there was a cross, and there was something else, a wreath maybe. And after Christmas, he took everything down but the cross. Now, they're wonderful Lutherans. I mean, I have a wonderful daughter and son-in-law and grandchildren who are all Lutherans, and they're wonderful people, and I love them dearly. But it took him so long to be comfortable with me, and he left the cross up. And that was to protect his family from me and from the way that I thought, because I was a cult. I was in a cult. So they've been married a number of years now, and he and I have joked about it, because of course I told him eventually. I go, when you left that cross up, I took that kind of personal, and I just kind of left it there. And he goes, well, it was. And I said, yeah, I know it was. But you see what I'm saying? Life is to be enjoyed, not to be worried about what everybody else thinks of you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of you. What do you think of yourself? Do you like you? Do you trust you? Do you trust the decisions that you have? Do you trust the ideas that come to you? Do you know that they're coming from a place of, my experience of life is different than everyone else's? And what works for me may not work for anyone else. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your life is your life. It's not someone else's to tell you how to live it. So if you have an experience in a situation in your family or with friends or somebody at work, then be honest enough to just share it with them and tell them. Tell them, this is how I feel. Don't blame them and say, when you do this, I feel this way. It's like, I get uncomfortable when you talk about other people and they're not here to hear you. Have you talked to them directly? Why would you talk to me? Why? Do you see that? Be honest, be open, and be willing. I call that pause and that space in between. It says, when we practice it, we slow down. Our heart rate slows down. We breathe, and so often we hold our breath when we do things. When we walk and we're going uphill or we're going downhill, I'm going to take a breath and hope it'll get me all the way down to where I'm going to go, or all the way up to where I'm going to go. But it's harder then because you need the oxygen, and you're stopping the oxygen by holding your breath. So if you're having trouble with something, stop, no matter what it is, and take a breath. Just breathe and relax, and that'll get you right back into where you need to be. in clarity in your inner self. Ernest Holmes said, when we know our oneness with God and the law, what a great burden is removed. In other words, we don't have to do it all by ourselves. All we have to do is turn to the source and say, what do you want me to know today? And what do you want me to do today? That's my meditation. That's all meditation I do, are those two things. Sometimes I'll say, where do you want me to do it at? I might add a third one on. But and then I sit and I'm quiet and I listen. We only have one mouth, but we have two ears. Do you get that? There's a reason that we should be listeners rather than talkers all the time. Listen to someone else and then take a breath and then share what you want to share. But you're not listening if you're trying to figure out what you already want to say. If you already go, oh, I've gone through this thing before, and this is what I did to take care of it. You have not heard a word they've said, and you have not been a wonderful expression of love and of kindness. Each of us may differ in the way we look and the way we speak and the way we act. Our ages, things we're interested in, our laughter, and our food likes. But where it matters the most is our recognition of the power and the presence that created us and gave us our life. You are here by divine order, right here and right now, in this space, in this place, in your life that you're living, and in this location. Divine order. Now, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Well, that was pretty close to what I wrote. I do want to close with it's called the Buddhist meditation prayer. It's called the Buddhist loving kindness prayer. And I'm going to ask you to just listen to it and know that whenever the word I is spoken, that I is you, because there's only one of us. There's only one of us. You're all up here with me speaking, and I'm sitting down there with you listening. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and just get comfortable, It says, be in a place of peace and stillness and start with yourself and say, may I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. And then we send that prayer to others. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. Think of that as you offer that prayer to someone you love, or even someone that you feel neutral about, or someone that you're having a challenge with. And now we send it out to the whole world. May everyone be happy. May everyone be well. May everyone be safe. May everyone be peaceful and at ease. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. So it's time for the ushers to come up. time when we have the opportunity to give our thanks back to the universe who's given us each and everything that we've had in our life has come from that one source, that divine giver that never runs out. You know, it's not like where you call and you say, I'm sorry, we're out of stock. It doesn't happen that way. There's no such thing as a limit to the universe. So I'm going to invite you to hold your gift over your heart and know that as I give, I do receive. I receive all that is given and ready and available for me. And I give this gift as my thank you. For I know that it is all good and that I cannot outgive God. So I give with a happy heart. I give with a peaceful heart. And I know everything is right with the world. There is only peace, and it begins with me. And so it is.
And so it is. Everything in this world goes around, going with abundance and knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks. We give thanks for everything. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for this offering. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for everything.
Okay, so now we have announcements. Susan, are you going to do them? Oh, good. Wait a minute. Stay here. Okay. We have another song. No, please. Whatever your song is, yes.
the center. If you ever have any questions about anything that we talk about, come and talk to me. If there's a class you have questions about, anything. Also, if you would like to be on the newsletter list, and we do have a form out here to fill out your email if you'd like to get that information by email as well. So we have a discussion group after service today. Kathy is going to be leading that if you'd like to join in the meditation room right behind us here. We have men's coffee is on Tuesdays at 10:30 at the 5th Street Market. We have Thursdays at noon is Soup for the Soul with Reverend Linda. And she makes amazing homemade soup for us, and it's a really nice time to get together to talk about spiritual principles and practices. Grief support group on Thursdays at 1:30 that Karuna runs for us there. Okay, International Day of Peace is Saturday, September 21st, 1 o'clock in the Labyrinth. We're going to be having a peace pole put in our Labyrinth area, and Suzanne Otis is going to be providing some music for us, and I'm going to do a peace meditation as well. So come out for any or all of that you would like to do, and maybe walk the Labyrinth for peace as well. Virtual game night, Kathy Day does, and that is every second Friday. She's here if you have any questions about that. Okay, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life starts September 16th. I am teaching that class. It's from 6 until 8. That is on 6 Mondays. I just want to say this teaching has changed my life. A couple years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, and the teaching really made all the difference in how that worked out for me as far as how I looked at as a learning experiences. I kept my eyes open for spiritual experiences, which I had, and the growth I had during that time was amazing. And I can honestly say I'm grateful for what I went through at that time because of how it grew me as a person. But that all came from, there was definitely a lot of times I could have spiraled into the depths of depression or felt super alone and felt sorry for myself, and there was those times for sure. But when we take a cognizant and intentional way of thinking, we can really transform our lives, and we don't need anything big like that to do that. We can do that anytime, any day. So I just invite you to come with me. This is an ongoing process for all of us, and we never perfect it fully because we're human, but we can do it and learn together, and I'd love to have you. So I look forward to that. All right, this coming weekend, this weekend is bingo. We are having so much fun at bingo. We've had silly prizes, we've had big cash prizes. We have a rollover from last time from a cash prize that wasn't given out, so you can win a jackpot, you can come and we just have a good time together. So that would be fun. And thank you, Jennifer and Aaron for running that every time. So. Oh, also, if you have any prizes that you would like to donate for that, just to add to the prize pool, bring them, and that's fun too. So, Soup for the Soul, we still have a few of these cookbooks that Reverend Linda did for a fundraiser to the center. And I will tend the book store afterwards. I'll have the light on if you would like to come and browse or look at what we have, or chat with me about anything. All right, we have multiple sacred service opportunities. There's something for everybody. What do you feel called to do at the center? There's a place for you. So talk to me, talk to Reverend Linda, tech support, office support, greeting beforehand, all kinds of variety of things. But the main thing is that getting involved and being a part of it is just really, it really feels good to do that. So love to have you. All right, thank you, Ellen, and Ellen's here. Thank you, Ellen, for your artwork, and Meredith's artwork is beautiful. Thanks for having it. All right, that's it. Thank you. Oh, is that it? Yes, practitioners. Kathy will come and talk to you about that.
There are some amazing people in this community that are ready to see the God in you. And anytime you've ever gone through your life and you had people who saw that goodness, saw that light, saw that brilliance and intelligence in you, wasn't it a good conversation? And so take advantage of our practitioners to know the truth of you, to recognize the goodness and beauty and perfection of you, and it's fun. I've had some amazing experiences with practitioners. The center I was at before, I had a practitioner do a treatment for me, and it's just like there wasn't anything going on in my life, but I said, I want to go to Hawaii. And so she did a treatment for me to go to Hawaii, and the very next week, like within 3 days, I started getting stuff in the mail about special deals to go to Hawaii, and everything, every step, every change, every decision I made regarding that trip made the trip longer, cheaper, bigger rental car. I mean, and there was an airline strike when we were coming back, and we flew home, no problem. Just to know the truth, stand in the truth, and proceed accordingly. So please take advantage of our practitioners. Will the practitioners in the room stand up? You want to say your name?
Reverend Trish. Susan Cochran.
And I'm Kathy Day, and I'll be up here after the service, and the other practitioners will be around the side windows and stuff. So grab one and have an amazing conversation.
Everybody remember the words now? Well, definitely right.
Get your coat and grab your hat.
Leave your worries on the doorstep.
Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street.
Can't you hear the pitter pat? That happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street.
I used
You walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid. My rover's crossed over. I never had a cent. I'd be rich as Rockefeller with gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street.
Big Finish.
On the sunny side of the street. On the sunny side of the street.
If you'd like to, please hold someone's hand and repeat after me. I am peace in everything that I do.
I am peace in everything that I do.
I am the first person to say hello.
I am the first person to say hello.
I am the first person to smile.
I am the first person to smile.
I am the one whose arms are outstretched.
I am the one whose arms are outstretched.
Namaste.
Namaste.